Ever felt that uneasy chill run down your spine around someone but couldn't quite place why? This sentiment is more common than you might think, and it's often the first sign that something is not quite right. We're about to unpack 10 red flags that signal malicious behavior. These signs can range from the subtle to the overtly cruel, and it's crucial to be aware of them. We'll begin with a form of behavior that's often overlooked: the unsettling pleasure some individuals derive from others' pain. This might manifest as a smirk when you're upset, or a dismissive attitude when you're clearly distressed. It's a form of schadenfreude that hints at a deeper issue, a lack of empathy. Next, we delve into the realm of manipulation. Subtle manipulation can be tricky to spot because it's often cloaked in concern or masked as advice. If you notice someone constantly steering you toward their desired outcome, or if their advice often leaves you feeling small and uncertain, that's a red flag. On the flip side, overt cruelty is easier to identify but harder to accept, especially when it comes from someone you care about. This could be in the form of constant criticism, belittling your accomplishments, or even physical aggression. These are clear signs of a person with malicious intent. Another red flag is a person's need for control. It might start small, with them dictating the choice of restaurant for dinner, but it can escalate quickly into controlling who you talk to, what you wear, and where you go. This is not about care, it's about control, and it's a glaring warning sign. Finally, trust your instincts. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable, there's usually a reason. You don't need proof, evidence, or even a concrete reason. Your feelings are valid, and it's important to trust them. Remember, recognizing these signs is the first step in protecting your emotional well-being. Don't ignore these red flags. The sooner you spot them, the sooner you can take steps to protect yourself. Ever felt drained after interacting with someone? You're not alone. Many of us have encountered individuals whose behavior leaves us feeling depleted, frustrated, or even hurt. These individuals, often referred to as toxic, can be challenging to deal with. But the good news is, there are strategies you can employ to protect yourself. Setting clear boundaries is a crucial first step. Establishing what is acceptable to you and what isn't helps you maintain control over your interactions. This is especially important when dealing with those who habitually avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Another common trait of toxic individuals is dishonesty. Confronting habitual liars can be tough, but standing your ground and insisting on truthfulness is essential in these situations. Lastly, pay attention to the absence of remorse. This is a significant red flag. People who don't express regret for their actions are unlikely to change their behavior. By setting boundaries, you safeguard your emotional well-being. Ever wondered why some people seem to delight in cruelty and manipulation? It's a grim question, but understanding the answer is crucial to protecting our emotional well-being. Some individuals derive a perverse pleasure from causing others pain. This sadistic tendency is often rooted in a deep-seated need for control. In exerting power over others, these individuals seek to mask their own insecurities and fears. Control can also manifest in more subtle, manipulative behaviors. The puppeteers of emotions, these individuals masterfully pull the strings, often leaving their targets feeling confused and off balance. Recognizing this manipulation is the first step to freeing yourself from their control. Then, there's contempt. It's a corrosive emotion that eats away at our self-esteem, leaving us feeling small and insignificant. Contempt shows a disregard for the rights and feelings of others, and it's a hallmark of cruel and manipulative individuals. Understanding these behaviors is key to maintaining your self-esteem. Ever felt like your work environment is stifling your growth? You're not alone. Toxicity in the workplace can take many forms, from the colleague who's always passing off their work onto you, to the supervisor who uses manipulation to maintain control. It's important to be able to identify these red flags. Trust your instincts. If you're constantly feeling drained or stressed, it might not just be the workload. Building a support system at work can be a game changer. Find colleagues you can trust and lean on them when things get tough. Defend your boundaries. Don't let anyone overstep or belittle you. And if you find yourself under a manipulative supervisor, remember, you have rights. Seek advice from HR or consider reaching out to a mentor or a career coach. Remember, A healthy work environment is crucial for your overall well-being. Don't let toxicity hinder your growth and peace of mind. Ever felt uneasy in a relationship but couldn't quite pinpoint why? This could be a sign that you're dealing with someone who isn't considering your emotional well-being. One key red flag is control. If you feel like your partner or friend is trying to control your decisions, your social life, or even your thoughts, it's time to take a step back. Another warning sign is manipulation. This might come in the form of guilt-tripping or gaslighting, where the person makes you doubt your own feelings and perceptions. It's crucial to trust your instincts and stand your ground in these situations, even when it feels challenging. Lastly, if your friends or family are consistently warning you about someone, don't dismiss their concerns. They care about you and may see things from an outside perspective that you can't. Remember, your emotional safety is paramount, so don't be afraid to protect it, even if it means ending a relationship that's causing harm. Ever felt uncomfortable around someone but couldn't quite figure out why? This is your intuition at work, a powerful inner compass that often goes unnoticed. It's that gut feeling, a sudden unease that creeps up on you when you're around certain people. Now, how do we interpret these signals? Well, it could be a knot in your stomach, a rush of anxiety, or a sense of dread. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's not right here. Let's take an example. Imagine walking into a room and immediately feeling a wave of negativity. You can't pinpoint it, but it's there. That's your intuition picking up on negative energy. But it's not enough to just recognize this. We must act on it. Protecting your inner peace is paramount. You can do this by distancing yourself from these sources of negativity. Remember, it's not about being judgmental, but about safeguarding your own well-being. Trust your instincts. They're there to protect you. Ever felt emotionally drained after a family gathering? You're not alone. Navigating the murky waters of family dynamics can be challenging, especially when toxicity seeps in. Recognizing these toxic patterns is the first step towards safeguarding your mental health. Listen for constant criticism, blatant favoritism, or excessive control. These are telltale signs of toxic family dynamics. Next, it's crucial to set boundaries. This might mean limiting contact or changing how you respond to certain behaviors. Remember, it's not about changing them. It's about protecting yourself. Finally, prioritize your well-being. This might involve seeking support outside the family or engaging in self-care activities. It's okay to step back and preserve your emotional health. You have the right to feel safe, respected, and loved, even within your family. Remember, your emotional health is important, even when it comes to family. Ever felt belittled or put down by someone's remarks? Contempt, ladies and gentlemen, is a silent killer of self-esteem, and it's crucial that we not only recognize it, but also know how to respond effectively. This dismissive behavior often comes masked in sarcasm, sneering, or harsh criticism, making you feel small and insignificant. But remember, your worth is not defined by others' opinions. Contempt can leave deep scars on our self-esteem, making us question our worth and abilities. But it's essential to realize that this is not a reflection of our value, but rather the person's insecurity and need to feel superior. So what's the antidote to contempt? It's assertiveness and self-love. Respond to contemptuous remarks calmly and assertively, expressing your feelings without resorting to the same level of disrespect. Moreover, work on building a positive self-image. Surround yourself with positivity, engage in activities that boost your confidence, and most importantly, practice self-love. Remember, no one has the right to belittle you. Ever known someone who was cruel to animals? It could be a red flag. The link between animal cruelty and human violence is a topic of concern that warrants our attention. People who display violent behavior towards animals often have a higher likelihood of exhibiting the same towards fellow humans. This is due to a lack of empathy, a trait vital to humane coexistence. Recognizing signs of animal abuse is the first step towards mitigating this issue. This could range from neglect, physical harm, to abandonment. These actions, unfortunately, indicate a potential for broader violent behavior. So what can you do if you witness animal cruelty? Report it. Reach out to local animal welfare organizations or law enforcement. Your actions can help break the cycle of violence, offering a lifeline to both animals and potentially individuals at risk. Remember, cruelty to animals is often a sign of deeper issues. In a world where we interact with numerous people daily, recognizing these signs is crucial. We've learned how to identify malicious behavior, set boundaries with harmful people, understand the psychology of cruelty, and deal with toxic environments. Our journey also shed light on the importance of trusting our instincts, handling toxic family members, and the link between animal cruelty and human violence. Remember, your emotional and mental well-being is important. It's okay to distance yourself from toxic individuals.